Today we are working on Excel lesson 2, the 8th lesson, using autofill and flash fill. So this is a document that we have open. We have 9 different things we're doing here. Your first task is to combine all the first, middle, and last names in columns A to C together as one name in column D. Start by entering the first name. So select cell D2 and enter Jayel, Sasha Wiley. When you start entering the second name, Excel will recognize the pattern from the first row and apply it to the remaining rows. Select cell D3 and type B, but don't hit any more keys. The flash fill feature then completes the rest of the customer's name in not only this cell, but also every cell below, saving you a lot of work. At this point, the flash fill data is only tentative. It is displayed in a light gray color to show what they would look like, and you have to confirm your acceptance. So you can see the names, but it's lightly grayed out. Press enter to let the flash fill feature complete the data entry for you. If the flash fill data did not display for you or the names do not appear correctly, press the escape key twice to abandon flash fill, and then go back to step 1 above and check the name was entered into D2 correctly. Once you have done that, continue with the next step because the flash fill feature will not launch automatically at this point. So mine did it. Hopefully yours did it correctly. If it didn't, go back and redo that first step. Select cells D3 to D15. So D3 to D15, and press delete to delete all of these entries. Next step, and select cells D2 to D15, D2 to D15. Then on the Data tab in the Data Tools group, click Flash Fill. So we got to click the Data tab. In the Data Tools, we're going to click Flash Fill right here. You can also use the flash fill feature to pick out a specific word from a text string such as a name. For example, extract out just the first name from column D. So you see when we did this flash fill, it was another way of doing it like we did in that first step. So select cell E2 and enter Jayel. Select E3 and type B. You can see that it's filling those names. Press enter to accept the flash fill data. Now pick out the middle name from column D if there is any. Select cell F2 and type Sasha. Select cell F3, type C. Press enter to accept the flash fill data. You can see that some of those had nothing there because there wasn't anything to fill. Select cell G2, enter Wiley. Select cell G3, type H, and press enter to accept the flash fill data. So mark that as answered. You can also change the pattern of the middle name to just the first letter. Select cells F2 to F15. So from F2 to F15, and we're going to press the delete key to get rid of all that. Mark that as answered. Go to the next one. Select cell F2 and enter S, followed by uppercase S, followed by a period, and then select cell F3, type C, and press enter to accept the flash fill data. This same technique can be applied in reverse to combine the contents of multiple cells together. So select cells D2 to D15, D2 to D15, press the delete key, select cell D2, and enter capital J S or period space S period space Wiley. Make sure you put the spaces in there. In cell D3, press B and press enter to accept the flash fill data. You can see that it did all of that correctly. Mark as answered. Go to the next one. Numeric values can also be repatterned as text strings, such as phone numbers. Select cell J2, and enter parentheses 206 in parentheses space 485-8314. Select cell J3 and do the parentheses and press enter to accept the flash fill. Filled all that information in for us. Mark as answered. As a first example, you'll create a sequential series of numbers. You can start with any number. So for this exercise, you will use 21. To establish the pattern, you'll also need to enter the next sequential number next to it, which will be 22. Scroll the worksheet to the right so that columns L to Q are fully visible. So if you're on a laptop, it may be different. You can see all of it on mine, so make sure that you can see from L to Q. Select cell L2 and enter 21. Select cell L3 and enter 22. Select cells L2 and L3 again. So we're going to highlight these two cells. And position the mouse pointer on the autofill handle at the bottom right corner of L3. So it's talking about this little bitty dark green right here, right in the bottom corner. The cursor will change to a plus icon. You can now create the rest of the series. So we're going to select and drag the mouse down to L9. So click here. We're going to go down to L9. As you drag the autofill handle down, you'll see the current autofill value as a screen tip, and you can see that it numbered those in sequence. You can also set a series to increment by any value other than 1, such as 5. So select cell L3 and enter 26. Select cells L2 to L3 again. And drag down to L9. You can see that it changed those. Autofill is normally used on numbers and dates, which are naturally used in a series with incrementing values. Words are not usually grouped in series except for month names and days of the week. Enter the following new data. So in cell M2, we're going to type July. N2, SEP for September. O2 is going to be Tuesday. You can also use autofill to create a series of multiple rows and columns at the same time. Select the cell range M2 to O2, M2 to O2, and drag the autofill handle down to 09. You can see that it did those dates and days. The series loops back to the first value in a series when it reaches the last value. In this case, it entered January after December and Monday after Sunday. It's pretty smart. When autofill does not recognize a word that belongs in a series, it will simply copy the cell's contents into the target cells. For example, the words 1 and 2 are not recognized as being the same as numbers 1 and 2. So select cell P2 and enter 1, O-N-E. P3, we're going to enter 2, T-W-O. So then select range P2 to P3 and drag the autofill handle down to P9. You can also use autofill handle or autofill to copy a formula to adjacent cells. This formula will calculate a new value by multiplying the value from the cell above it by 2. You'll learn more about formulas in the next lesson of this courseware. So select cell Q2 and enter 3. Select Q3 and enter equals Q2 times, which is shift 8, 2. And then select cell Q3 again. And autofill the handle down to Q9. Mark this as answered. Submit. Submit results. We got them all right. So return to Jasper Active, and this completes using autofill and flash fill.